If I had a dollar for every single horrible website that I've come across over the past 10 years, then I would be a billionaire. The amount of horrible websites that I've seen over the past decade is alarming, okay? And 9 times out of 10, these are websites that are coming from dinosaur industries: plumbers, roofers, contractors, industrial websites. What's going on, man? So, this is 5 little things you could do to improve the way your website looks, because the way your website looks matters, okay? Your office matters, right? The way your office looks matters. You'll spend millions of dollars on your office, but you won't spend a couple thousand on getting a better website. I don't get it. The way your vehicles on the road look, okay, when they have your logos on the vehicle, you'll spend money on that, but you don't think the way your website look matters. And so these are just 5 little things you could do. Number one, you can make sure that you have better photos, high quality photos. The amount of ashy, dusty, musty photos that I've received from asphalt companies, roofers, plumbers, contractors, electricians, and things of that nature over the years is just bonkers. Like, what did you take that picture with? Did you take that picture with the flip phone? Because I doubt you want to pay me this money to to build this new website using these old, just grainy photos. Okay, and people are like, yeah, I took those photos. I want to use mine, and I'm like, well, I understand you want to use your own photos, but can you please send me some better? Here's simple things you could do to take better photos. Number one, go get a better cell phone. Okay, iPhone 12, iPhone 13, excellent photos. And I'm pretty sure that Android has some mobile devices that takes great phones too. I just don't know all of those. There's so many different Androids, and I don't know. But the fact that your current pictures look like they were taken with a $20 Android that someone purchased from Walmart is just unacceptable. Okay, if you're trying to do bigger business by using the power of the internet, because I'm assuming that the reason why you're coming to me to have your website redone is because you understand that it's important to have an online presence. Okay, and if you know that it's important to have an online presence, then you know that the stuff that you have on your website contributes to your online presence. So why would you have dusty photos? Okay, go get a better cell phone, please. And when you take the cell phone picture, make sure when you take the image that you're taking, make sure the sun is facing behind you. It's behind you, okay? Don't shoot the photo with the sun in front of you, because that's going to make the photo look whack. Make sure that here's a high quality, simple thing you could do. Sun's always behind you when you're taking photos. Your photos are going to look 100% better. If you don't want to go get a new cell phone, okay, go get a mirrorless camera. I like Sony. Go get a Sony mirrorless camera. Link in the bio if you want to get one of those. Go get a Sony camera, okay? These cameras shoot really great. And again, the same process. Make sure the sun is behind you. You're going to have to mess with aperture and all of that stuff if you get a mirrorless camera. So I just tell people, get a cell phone. If you don't want to do any of those two, just hire someone to come in and shoot professional photos for you, please. Okay, couple $100, $1,000 or whatever. You're investing in your brand. Everything about your brand should communicate quality, and your photos are no exception. Okay, your photos are no exception to this rule. You need to make sure you have high quality photos. Okay, and so I know people that spend hundreds of thousands spending, hundreds of thousands of dollars investing in quality photos for their products and services. Okay. So if you're going to compete in this worldwide market where, we are highly invested in consuming media on the internet, then you need to make sure that you stand out, and you're not going to stand out with a dusty photo. Okay. So make sure that you have better photos. Another thing you could do to improve the way your website looks is by making sure that it's mobile friendly. Okay. The amount of websites that I've come across in the past couple of years that look like they were built in 1999 is just ridiculous. Please, okay, make sure that your website looks great when people are looking at it from their smartphones, because the data shows from 99% of the websites that we build, the data shows that the vast majority of people that are entering your website from their mobile device. So make sure that it's built with mobile in mind. Mobile first, please. Mobile first. Back in 1999, yeah, it was desktop first, but the world has changed. Yes, desktop still does matter. It still does matter that your website looks great on your computer screen. However, it's important to understand that you're building the website for other people, not for you. So it's important to make sure that the website looks good on the device that people are finding you on, okay? So think of it like your website needs to look like an app, okay? People are used to apps now. They're on Facebook all the time, TikTok all the time, YouTube all the time. They're used to apps. You need to make sure that your website behaves like an app, okay? And so just make sure that, just do that. Make sure it's mobile friendly. No reason for your website to look like it was built with a typewriter. There's just no reason for that, okay? Tip number 3 is really simple. Add a video to your website. If you add a video to the top of your website so that when people land on your website for the first time, they could just hit play and get a summary of what your website is about, that's going to help you out tremendously, okay? So just add a simple video to your website, 1 to 2 minutes, clearly explaining what's in it for the user. You don't have to go into detail about how long you've been in business and how many awards you've won and all of that stuff. That's okay. You could do that. But make sure you focus on what's in it for the customer, because the customer is selfish. They live in a world where they have unlimited options and you only have a split second to communicate to them why they should entertain doing business with you. And so having a video on your website that gets right into the meat and potatoes was going to help you in your conversion rate when people land on your website. And make sure that the website, the video on your website looks great, just like your photos are going to look great now, right? Okay. Make sure your video looks great. And yeah, you can use your cell phone to shoot a quality video. Okay. It's no big deal, but just make sure you wipe off the lens. Make sure the camera, the sun is behind you when you shoot the video. Make sure that the video is not wobbly all over the place. Make sure it has great sound. Okay. And if you don't know how to do that, hire somebody to come in and shoot the video for you. If you don't want to do that, then hire somebody to do a voiceover for you. Voiceovers work great, okay? So just make sure you have a video on your website. It's going to help you out tremendously. You'll thank me for it later, okay? The next thing you could do to make sure your website looks better is to make sure that the website is color coordinated, okay? The website should be in harmony with your brand, okay? The colors on the website should reflect the colors on your logo. Make it to where when people land on your website, they can identify that, oh, okay, we saw his logo here. The website is the same color. Yes, I'm in the right place. Make sure that the website is color coordinated, okay? Don't have 20 million different colors on the website, and if you do, make sure that they all go together, but just make sure that the website match. It's just like dressing, okay? Your website is an entity, and the way that entity is dressed, aka the way that the website is styled, is going to communicate to the person that is looking at the website what the person behind the website is all about. And so you want to just make sure that your website looks great. It looks presentable. So make sure that it's color coordinated. Another thing you could do to improve the quality of your website and improve the way your website look is to make sure that you don't have more than 3 type of fonts on the website. When I say 3 type of fonts, I mean 3 type of font styles. Now, some people say no, don't have more than 2, but I'm here to let you know that, no more than 3, okay? That's my opinion. That's been my experience. Just make sure that the font that you have is easy to read and that people can clearly see what your website is all about as soon as they land on the platform. Make sure that the font is big enough to be read from dang near any distance, but don't make it too big to where it's all over the place. But just make sure that the font looks good. Make sure you don't have more than 3 type of fonts. and you're going to thank me. All right. So these are 5 little things you could do to make sure your website looks presentable when people land on it. All right. And if you want to have all of that stuff done for you, all you got to do is contact my company, Southern Web Service, at southernwebservice.com. We'll take care of that stuff for you. If you want to do it yourself, I have provided a link to some products and services below this video that can help you out with that. It's Robbie Cornelius, always encouraging you to master the web and master yourself.